Stand by weather picks bump.
Rolling back on.
Up on bump. Stand by camera 2. And Mike MQ dissolved. Stand by
Another
Emmy
controversy
2B.
for Louisville basketball. Head coach Chris Mack suspended, and a former assistant coach is sentenced for federal extortion crimes.
Take.
WDW
Stand by
Travis
6.
Ragsdale and
Full.
Eric Crawford have
Clean.
been from the boardroom to the courtroom today, covering this story. Guys, kind of untangle this web
Hold
for
two.
us and break it all down.
A busy
Take.
day, Gilbert. Chris Mack suspended for 6
Stand
games
by.
for the upcoming season, and not a light
Add
punishment by
E3,
any
add their
means when you
names.
consider what all
Sean,
goes
I think
into
your
that.
headset's
Joined
still
by
open.
Eric Crawford here, and Eric, when you consider all the things that Chris Mack will have to do and what he has
Stand
to
by
do as part of
seven.
this suspension, what does
Take
this mean for
7.
the team
Stand by
as we get
5.
closer to the season here?
Take
Well,
5.
First off, just for the team
Stand by
itself,
6.
you've got a situation
Emmy 2A
where they're
in the
not gonna have
returns.
a coach for 6 games, and that's going to be in a key segment of the season. You've got a
Stand by
brand new
Emmy
team
2A.
with 8 new players trying to get themselves acclimated to each other, get themselves acclimated to pretty good competition, including a trip to the Bahamas.
Stand by 6.
All of that without the benefit
Stand by
of
6
their head
full.
coach. It's a huge impact on this
Take
team.
6.
Chris Mack also being
Stand by 7.
Not fined, but he won't be paid for those 6
Stand by
games.
7.
Also about $200,000 for him as well. So why
Stand by 7.
is all of this happening? This all goes back to
Stand by
the
A sound
extortion
clean.
scheme
Stand by A
former
sound clean.
Assistant coach Dino Gaudio, and Gaudio
Stand by 7.
claimed
Take
to
7.
know that
Stand by A.
he had knowledge of several NCAA violations and went to Chris Mack with this knowledge and said, essentially,
by 6.
if
Take
you
6.
don't pay me the rest of my contract, then I'm going to go public with these violations. And Mack recorded this
Stand by A
conversation
sound.
and created a firestorm of such today.
6,
When
can
this
we
call
push
was
in on
released, we
6
have a part
when you
of
get a
that
chance?
recording.
Stand by A
we wanna
sound.
play for you now
Do it in
that
the sound
Eric,
bite.
you think is going to be key for Chris Mack moving forward.
Release on take.
Put it in writing.
This is
tomorrow,
44
later,
seconds.
and
6, tighten up just a little bit, please.
Tell me how you're paying me, because if it's going to happen, or else this is happening.
All right, on
I laid down
ME2A,
the
give me
first
6
time.
in the
I ain't
box.
laying down the next
6,
time.
check your
I
returns.
am not.
Well, let me ask you this: if it's just this between like that, I'm not worried about that. I know you are. I know you are.
Mel-
and I give you my word, which you may not.
Do we
think
want
is-
any of these
anything.
banners? I've got a suspend.
That's going to.
All right,
happen.
stand by ME2A clean.
But like, what assurance?
Stand by to
do I
tween
have?
out. Stand by to tween. Regular news tween.
I give you my word.
10
You
seconds.
say, and you write me the check, or you have them and you say, I will not take any action.
Stand by.
You know what I mean?
Roll A, tween.
So
Roll
Eric,
X,
why
roll
is
X,
that
roll X.
particular portion of this recording that Mack had when it comes to Mack's suspension?
Well, first off, let's
Stand by to
say
hot
that's-
punch
that's
5 in the
textbook
small
extortion.
box.
That's what
Hot
it is.
punch
You're
5.
threatening someone with information. But the other part of it is when, there are other parts in this audio where Mack says, well, I'll pay it out of my own salary, I'll do whatever. I think there was some worry, what assurances do I have? I think there was some worry among some at the university, some of the leadership at the university, at the way that sounded, as if, and whether
Stand by to
Mack
hot
was
punch 6
actually
in the
willing
small.
to go along with this and pay, or whether he was just talking with Gaudio to try and keep him talking. Because he
Stand by to
knew he
hot
was
punch
taping
7.
him. I don't know, but the way that sounds, I think was a worry to some at the university in leadership in terms of, what's going on here? What's our coach saying? Not just what is an ex.
Stand by 7, small. Take 7.
We just heard from
Stand by
UofL
6.
athletics director Vince Tyree as well, who explained
Stand by B
why
sound,
Mack
stand by B,
was
stand by to
suspended
tween.
like this.
Tween, roll B.
Chris was faced with
All right, stand by 6
difficult
full.
scenario
Stand by
you guys
6
have now
full.
heard.
Stand by to
But,
tween out.
We feel like there was
5.
the ability to
Stand by
avoid
6.
and mitigate what happened if we had just followed the procedures.
Tween. Melhorn, go ahead and give me your
Tight
E3
lip
for
this afternoon,
L2.
But he was asked directly if
Make sure they're not-
firing Mack
they need to
was
split the
on
middle
table
9,
when
please.
Discussions about his suspension were
All
taking
right, on
place.
ME2A,
And he didn't
I
have
need
a clear
A in the
answer
big
on that,
box.
Yeah, I think this could have
5
been
in the
worse. I'm
small
not gonna
box.
say Could have been fired, but
Stand by
I do think a wide
ME2A.
range of options
Roll
and
A,
disciplinary
take.
options have been talked about. There's a lot of dissatisfaction, and I think there was a lot
We
of
will
debate
see Katrina
among
in the
this,
middle.
especially from the side of the president of the university.
We'll
from
be
the
wrapping
athletic
after this.
department Side. I think there's been
Stand
a
by
lot of back
6.
and forth. I feel like what happened today, Tyree called it a collaboration. I'm going to
Stand by
call it
to
a
dissolve
compromise
6.
because who knows if the suspension could have been more or less or what have you. But there's a lot of people unhappy that this whole episode took place, and even more unhappy that they are facing NCAA violations potentially that the
Dissolve
NCAA is
6.
looking at, investigating. If they come back with level 2 violations, that's grounds
Stand
for
by.
the university firing Mack with cause. So that's a big
Stand by
deal.
7.
Gaudio sentenced
Stand by 7.
to
Take
1
7.
year of probation and a
Stand by 6.
$10,000 fine. We have the full
Take
audio
6.
of that recording.
Stand by
made
1. Stand
Mack
by.
with the conversation with Gaudio back earlier this year on our website right now at WDRB.com. He's Eric Crawford. I'm Travis Ragsdale for WDRB News.
Take.
Travis,
Stand by to
Eric,
reveal
thank
live
you
view
so
7.
much.
Stand
Well,
by live
back
view
to
7.
Bardstown, the FBI is taking over a quiet neighborhood as part of
Hold.
the search for Crystal Rogers. Today, the agency announced it found an item of
Reveal.
interest.
WDRB's Katrina
Stand by to
Helmer is
take.
live there now. Katrina, what's going on in the neighborhood?
Stand by live view 7. Clean. Stand by live view 7. Clean.
Well,
Take.
we're being kept at a distance
All right,
here,
give me
so
your
you
stand by
can't see the
E3, stand by to
action
add
right
E3,
from
add
where
E3.
I'm at, but there have been trucks going
All right, stand by
in and
B,
out
VO
all day
under.
long, hauling away piles of dirt.
Roll
We
B,
did
take.
get a little bit of a closer
Stand by
view when the
X.
FBI escorted
Add,
us
lose
up to
E3,
the house that they're
add
focusing
E4.
on.
Stand by
They're working
X,
on an area
sound,
behind the road,
under,
trucks in those tents
with
for
E3.
days. Crews have been digging up the yard and the driveway of this house
E4 in the stack,
Woodlawn
please.
Springs neighborhood. The FBI says they're
Gil will be
investigating
standing at
into
the stack.
Crystal
Camera
Rogers
1, you'll be
case
at the
over
L2.
last
He'll be
year
down the
is
line.
leading them here. She disappeared in July 2015, and her family and this community
E3
has
full
never
in the
given up
L2.
hope that they'll someday get answers. The Nelson County Sheriff has been guarding the entrance to the neighborhood during the search. He says it's important to protect the integrity of this case. He's asking, if you don't live here, don't come poking
Stand
around
by
and
X
don't
sound
post
with
pictures or
E3. Stand by
rumors
2
that could
dissolve.
hurt the investigation.
Fallon needs to go to the stack. Roll X dissolve. Gil needs to go to the
If that was
L2.
your family, what would you do?
Stand
What
by to
would you
lose
want?
super. Stand by live view
You want
7.
somebody to
Lose
be
super.
notified of a Facebook post of a picture that you posted. Keep that in mind.
Melhorn, you should have a stack on E4. Mike.
The FBI says what they found here will be evaluated.
Stand by
and
live
they'll
view 7.
release more information as it becomes available. And
Take.
the FBI is
Stand by
asking
3.
anyone with potential information to this case to reach out to them. Reporting live, I'm Katrina Helmer, WDRB News.
Take.
Katrina,
Stand by
thank
A,
you. And
VO,
this is not
clean.
the first time investigators have said they found items of interest in the Crystal Rogers
Roll A,
case.
take. Stand by to
Last
add
year, the
E4.
FBI searched
Add
Brooks
E4.
House home.
Stand by camera
Items
1.
were taken, but
I need
investigators
L2 on
haven't
E3.
revealed what those
Stand by camera
items
1.
were. The Nelson County Sheriff's Office also said it had multiple items of interest after searching the Houck family farm in 2016 and 2017.
Pan left 1.
We also don't
Stand by
know
1.
what those items include.
Take.
A Louisville
Stand by
woman is
B.
the final
Sound.
$1 million
Clean.
winner in Kentucky's vaccine incentive campaign. But with the shot at $1 million lottery now over, WDRB's Lauren Smith tells us what's next to try to get more Kentuckians vaccinated.
Roll B sound take. Stand by to add
Andy
E3.
Bashir
Add
says
E3.
His vaccine lottery campaign
Stand by to lose.
was a success. But he says
Lose.
it's now up to the private sector to get more shots.
I need a left cell
in the arms
box.
of Kentuckians.
3 and B. 3 on the left, B on the right.
$1 million.
Governor Andy Bashir
And Angela, there should be like a red boxes, red background on that bank 1. Stand by super.
On a road trip when she became the state's final shot at $1 million winner.
I told
Add
the governor
super.
that I wanted to use this opportunity to encourage
Lose
each
super.
of you to get the shot of hope.
The same message from registered nurse Jamar Watley of Louisville. His
Camera
son
1
Jaden,
is
one of the
next.
final
Camera 1
winners
is
of a
next.
full-ride
Stand by
college
super.
scholarship.
Add super.
We're tired, but we're going to keep fighting.
Lose super.
Bashir says the number of Kentuckians vaccinated has increased by 50% to nearly 2.5 million since the sweepstakes began in June. But he admits part
1
of the
minute.
reason
Stand by
is the
super.
growing fear of the Delta variant.
When we announced
Add
this
super.
and stabilized it, it was moving up some before the Delta variant
Lose super.
Took off, but certainly since then we have seen more people get vaccinated.
With the state incentive now over, Bashir says
Melhorn,
private
I'm gonna lower that
companies
stack.
will be the next major driver of vaccinations.
The Delta variant.
If you
is
notice,
so
there's
serious,
another
I think you're gonna
stack at the
see
end
a lot
of
private
Lawrence's
sector
pack. Use that
or
one.
Quasi-public sector entities requiring vaccinations.
30
Bashir
seconds.
says
30.
He's still in talks with leaders of the General Assembly about a possible special session on
We'll
a
have
new
Lawrence's
plan
name at the
to
end, then
fight
camera
COVID.
1. Page
Particularly
34
tools
is dead.
given
34
the
is
fight
dead.
my hardest. How successful we can be depends on the level
15.
of tools that we get.
Stand by
Bashir says he
super.
would like lawmakers to pass a statewide mask mandate.
Add super,
But the
10
leaders
seconds.
of the Republican
Stand by
General
camera
Assembly
1.
Say that is very unlikely to happen. At the state capitol in Frankfort, Lawrence Smith, WDRB News.
Take one. Stand by
Indiana
X.
is
VO.
experiencing
Banner.
its worst COVID-19 surge
Roll X.
since
Take.
last winter.
Stand
The
by
state's top
A.
health official
Sound.
announced more
Under.
than
Stand by 2.
20,000
Dissolve.
new cases in the state just since Monday. The positivity rate now up to 10.8%. It was about 2% at the end of June.
Roll A. Dissolve.
I think this is a time
Stand by to
where
lose
lives
super.
have
Stand by
felt very
ME to
out of
A.
control for a lot of people across our state. And so
Lose
the ability
super.
to have
Angel, we'll
control
fly
over
that
what
full
they
if
think is
if you're comfortable.
most important to them
15.
is something that is very difficult for them to give up.
Yeah,
and
we'll
I
fly the video
respect
full.
The fact that they have the right to
Thank
make
you.
that decision for themselves and for their family. I do not understand how
5.
wearing a mask
Stand by
is so
VO.
difficult for people to try to prevent transmitting this virus.
Mike Q.
Nearly
Stand by Fallon. Stand by 3.
Hoosiers are hospitalized with COVID-19, mostly older adults, but the state is seeing an increase in children being hospitalized as well, many who aren't old enough to be vaccinated.
Roll B. Take.
All the roads
Stand by
in
to fly
Cherokee
full.
Park will reopen. The scenic loop was shut down to cars during the pandemic.
Fly.
Mayor Fisher then
Add
decided
E3.
to partially reopen the loop in
Stand by
late
camera
June.
3.
Some council members argued
DDR1
about cars
rain
using Cherokee
tween.
Park
DDR1
as a
rain
cut-through
tween is
from the
next.
Highlands to
Tease is
Lexington
next.
Road. But the overwhelming decision from council was that people with disabilities need access
Last
to the
line.
park.
Stand by 3. Stand by to
Council voted
tween.
19 to 5 to open the scenic loop like it used to be before the
Tween.
pandemic.
Out to 3. Stand by 1.
All right, Mark Weinberger, tracking the remnants of the hurricane coming this direction.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Hurricane Ida is going to be coming
Take
a
one.
very strong hurricane.
Stand by to
in the
fade to
Gulf of
black.
Mexico,
Stand by your brake
strike the Gulf
master.
Coast. Data shows it coming in our direction. Now, the winds are not concerning, but we're going to get some beneficial rain, and I want to time out when. Next.
Fade to black. Roll your brake. Good job, everybody. Good job.